I'm curious myself personally, just to go ahead and kick things off right quick, bro, with what they told you about the role. Like when you had to audition, did they say, look, we want Haitian man, we want this zuka, zuka, you know what I'm saying? Like, did they tell you like, they wanted the authenticity? They wanted you to come to and talk the right way and all of those things, or was it just like a, hey, here's your canvas, paint it, just do it right?
I mean, they didn't tell me a lot. They were so secretive, man. There's a lot of stuff like they didn't tell us. I didn't know it was a superhero show, period. You know, all I know, they said is Caribbean, right? From what I understood. And then I was just like, all right, well, Caribbean, I'm going to make him Haitian, period. And then they were like, yeah, then they have some Creole words in there. And I was just like, oh, okay, that's not an issue. And so I did it, and then I remember being on set, not really knowing what this is about. It was just the scene that they auditioned me with. It was the scene at the theater when I'm talking about him being bullying, and then then the next scene was the part where we're eating and everything like that. And I tell them that quote that everybody's quoting now. It's like my Ben moment for Spider-Man, you know, with great responsibility, with great power, you know, that moment. So it was cool, but I still didn't know what it was, and I was super excited because, you know, anytime I get a chance to speak Creole, anytime I get a chance to really show my culture, I always take advantage of it. What was cool about it was when I read it, you know, and I saw how light and fun he was, it reminded me of my dad. So I was like, whoop. I'm gonna use my dad for this one. He's such a fun dude. I used to call him the Haitian Cliff Huxtable. So that dude was, I mean, he had the same dance and everything. I mean, you name it, you know, but he was just Haitian. So I was like, I'm picking that dude to make Sanford. And then later on, I remember the second time they invited me on set. That's when I found out that it was a superhero movie. And they're like, hey, you're playing the dad. Because I was like, oh, okay, this was nice, this was cool, whatever. And they're like, no, I don't think you understand. You're playing his dad. And I was like, wait a minute. If I'm playing his dad and I'm Asian, that means he's Asian too.
Whoa, you thought you was making him Haitian.
You know what I'm saying? And from what I heard, the creators wanted him to be a first generation something. You know what I'm saying? They didn't know exactly what, and then they landed with Haiti, which, you know, I think was great timing, great, you know, because we need it. We need the support. We need the hope. We need to show people a different side of us besides the same thing that we constantly keep hearing over and over and over again. And I'm glad that, you know, more films, more movies are allowing us to bring, you know, authenticity to it too, you know, by hiring us, you know. Then you have to say nothing to me. They had a consultant, Jean-Élie, who actually helped with the whole show to make sure that, you know, the Haitian culture was being shown. I didn't get no notes, that's for sure.
Let me ask you this: as an aficionado, and as I wish one of my homeboys bad tie, I think he's got a head out. So happy Valentine's, man! You enjoy the rest of your evening. But yeah, for you being an authentic Haitian man, like, are you watching some of the scenes and looking at it like, yeah, Haitians, this is right. You know what I'm saying? This is how we would do it.